Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget, give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscriber button, notification bell, tell a friend. All right. Okay, so this is our second show, another catch-up session. 3 episodes we're covering today of the 1,000-Pound Best Friends. First episode is season 3, episode 5, The Assassination of Betsy May. Great title for the show. Then we have episode 6, string cheese as far as the eye can see, and then we have episode 7, Pouty with a chance of meatballs. I thought that was also a cute episode name, considering what the shows were about. Okay, so let's start off with episode 5. Quick summary. We pick up this episode at Scott's appointment where he is throwing a hissy fit with his mom and the doctor about mom ratting out all of his bad habits. Then we see we're at Tina's house, and this is post-surgery, so she made it out good. Next, we see Scott, Vanessa, Megan, and Ashley have lunch. It's Vanessa's surgery day. Oh my God. So exciting. Yes. Post-surgery, Tina is finding it hard. She misses food. She sees other people eating and she's missing food. Next up, we see Megan, Scott, and Tina go to the pool. We see Vanessa after her surgery. And then we see Scott going to the therapist to round out this episode. Have at it, Jamal.
So with this episode, let me just go back to my little notes here. All right, so happy for Vanessa. Very well deserved. She put in all the hard work. Kudos to her. Scott. I thought I would be more of a champion for Scott, but Scott is very much a struggle for me. Very much a struggle.
Because he's Megan 2.0.
Yes. And he's not. You can go to the therapist all you want, but she's telling him things, but I don't think he's hearing it. And with him, he already think he knows, and he doesn't really know anything. All he's doing is regurgitating what he hears from Dr. Proctor and grew up in what Vanessa says. That's all he knows. And it's making him unlikable because he's acting like a toddler. When I see him, for those of us who are old enough to remember, he reminds me of Baby Huey out of the cartoons. That's who he reminds. That's what I see when he starts up and down and cry.
Oh my God. Hello, everybody in the chat who came back. Hello, hello, hello. Anything else for you in this episode?
For this episode, no. This was just, Vanessa getting her surgery, Scott being a child, because they're telling him the right thing. They're not being really mean about it, but what he's not understanding is the reason why they're being coarse or terse with him is because he, like they say, he's acting like a know-it-all. And it's taking no accountability.
Here's the thing, though. I think he tries to be the know-it-all to deflect from him not doing what he's saying to others to do.
Exactly.
But whatever. I felt bad for Tina after her surgery. I think like she was really worried going in. I think she was grateful coming out, but I think everything crashed down when she came out. And yes. I felt for her when she was in that therapy session and she was trying to articulate out how she was feeling when she saw other people eating. And then I think she tried to eat solid food before the time to eat solid food, and she paid for it. That sounded so real to me, because I sit here and like 2 weeks before, they're on that liquid diet, which he was cheating on. Not Jamal, sorry, but Scott was cheating on
Thank you.
2 weeks before thing, and Tina clocked it. Tina clocked it, and she
Yes,
was just getting angry, angrier, and angrier as the episode progressed. Um, and she's also hungry or hangry. She's beyond hungry now. And
right,
her major emotional crutch was taken away from her because she's still on the liquid part of the post-op. Um,
right.
I felt bad for her in that therapy session. And the lady therapist who's in their thing, I thought she had some really good points in like trying to help Tina discover something other than food to like live for. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like those sessions are now making sense to me because before you saw like Megan coming in with a teddy bear, like this session, was it this one where she pulled down her top to show
Right.
her wearing a strapless bra? Nobody
No,
wanted to
that
see
was
that. That's
the.
not achievement.
I think that was
Was
episode
that in
six.
another episode? Oh, I'm sorry.
Episode 6.
Sorry, I skipped ahead. But I really liked I I I like Tina's story so far. They haven't fucked it up. She's a flawed individual who's trying her best to do this procedure, to do it right. And I would be just like her. I'd be angry as hell if somebody like Scott, who I know is cheating, I know he's cheating, come telling me some bullshit. No, I don't want to hear nothing from you because you're not the expert. Me and you in the
Right.
same boat. We here to listen to the expert. Anyway, I really have been feeling for Tina in these episodes. She's been awesome. Um, we saw Vanessa coming out of her surgery. Wait, the sister was there with her, Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie was in
I
there.
thought
Jackie's her
Jackie was
support
the
system.
crackhead. But wait, I thought Jackie
Well,
was a
I
crackhead.
think she may there may have been some like addiction issues, but but Vanessa said like maybe 2 episodes ago. She's like, Jackie and I, we butt heads. We always have, but she's my ride or
Mm,
die, and she's gonna be the one taking care of me.
good for her. Good for her. It also told me a lot that the friends that she claims to have had for 30 years were not there. It was her sister. So that tells me that them ain't real, like ride or die 30-year friends. Because my friends who I've had for 30 years would have been there with me, helping out
Yes,
my
but
sister.
also gotcha. 'Cause I would say, well, yeah, Jackie was there because she's trying to get Jackie a check too. So, but again,
She
I know
is.
I know exactly what
She,
you're saying. But I
yeah.
know what you're saying though, and I agree with you.
Like, if something like that was happening to you, your bestie would have been right up there with you, right?
Oh, for yeah, 1,000%, and vice versa.
Exactly. So I don't think these women are like these like friends thing. That storyline is falling apart. I'm just saying.
Oh God,
Um
Debbie said that storyline is falling apart.
it is. It
with,
is.
with 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 Glee, by the way, y'all. With Glee.
I am just trying to get Megan and Ashley off this show.
Yes, you are.
I am trying to get them off this show. Let's see. We then the scene with Megan, Scott, and Tina in the pool. I appreciate them trying to get Tina out of her funk. And trying to get her out of the house because apparently she wasn't leaving the house after the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't want her to like get into her head. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
sometimes you can go down a rabbit hole. And she has so much potential to be successful at this program. She really does. Because I think if she can focus her mind on the right things, she can be the next Vanessa if she wants it bad enough. Um, I didn't care about this pool scene because Megan was in it, and Scott was in it. And that
Mm-hmm.
was it. Then we go to the therapist. And I had to leave the TV because I don't think he was listening to Dr. Connie.
He wasn't.
I think that was a wasted session. Tracy, we are not signing a petition because nobody's going to listen to us. Nobody watches this channel, so nobody listens to us. Oh my God. But yeah, in my opinion, I love seeing Dr. Connie again. She has done amazing work on several shows, but this was a waste to be with Scott. I hope you got your check before you showed up.
So are we on episode 6 now?
Yes, this is the one.
Okay.
String cheese as far as the eye can see. Um,
Okay.
wait,
Okay.
here's
So
the
this
here's the
is go
rundown.
ahead.
Wait,
Go ahead.
here's the summary. Vanessa recovers from surgery. Tina breaks down at therapy. Ashley goes to see a fertility expert. Megan visits Scott and finds string cheese everywhere. Well, the wrappers at least. Vanessa goes for a post-op exam with Dr. Whiteman. Scott and Vanessa go shopping. Scott has another doctor's visit and weigh-in. So I see I went into episode 6. Oh well.
No problem. Give me 2 seconds. Let me look at this up really
Mm-hmm.
quick. Because this is my only takeaway from this episode.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who's going through weight loss and journey,
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah, have done it before, yada yada yada. Okay, so here's the crux of my issue with
Mm-hmm.
what they're what they're doing to Scott, and Scott going along with this. He signed up for a cool, fine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you're making this about the string cheese. So his issue is not the string cheese. Now
Mm-hmm.
he ate a package of string cheese, right? It's 16, right? And they said he ate a whole pack with 16 sticks over a 3-day period, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you hear that, it sounds bad. But
Mm-hmm.
when you break it down, that's 5 cheese sticks per day. Okay? Work
Mm-hmm.
with me here. The cheese stick I found, each stick is 80 calories per stick, right? So you're gonna tell me that you're gonna blame his failings on 400 calories per day. Shut up. This is a problem I have. This is one of the crux of the issues I have with this particular segment. It's not accurate. It's not accurate at all because you're focusing on one food, which is protein and fat. If he were on a weight loss diet, low carb, this would be his snack. And he will be allowed to have 2 of them at a time, if not 3, because it's high in protein and the fat will keep him satiated, as well as the protein.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to paint this, that oh,
Mm-hmm.
the issue is the string cheese, for a man his size with his caloric deficit, him having 5 cheese sticks per day is not bad. 2 in the morning, 3 snacks, cheese sticks, cool, perfect. That's 400 calories. The issue is he's probably still going to Buffalo Wild Wings for endless wings night with all the sauces and all the fried foods. But y'all really want to sit here and focus on 400, what comes up to be 400 calories per day of protein. I'm going to need y'all to stop that. And Scott, you're done for going along with this. It's not the string cheese. I swear he is still going to Endless Tuesdays or his brother's house and eating up like maybe 75 of the 95 wings he got.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want people to understand, like, don't focus on the string cheese. He's not sticking to his diet at all. He's off that bad boy because a person of his
Mm-hmm.
size,
Mm-hmm.
550 some pounds. I,
Mm-hmm.
this may sound like a lot, but if he stuck to the program, even if he did like a more aggressive average program, right? So an average aggressive program would be 3 pounds per week, right? So he should lose like roughly between 12 and 15 pounds a week, depending on the month. For someone of his size, that be easy. That would be
Mm-hmm.
easy. But he's on an aggressive weight loss plan, right? So
Mhm.
he should be on like
Mhm.
what Tina said, like 2 weeks of liquids
Mhm.
or whatever it is, right? If
Mhm.
he's on a predominantly liquid diet, he said he can have one meal per day. If you are on a predominantly liquid diet and you're not at his size and you're not dropping around, I'm gonna say maybe 15 to 20 pounds per week. And the reason why I say that because he said, well, he says that next episode, skipping ahead, but he's working out in the gym 6 days a week. If you
Mhm.
put that diet with his working out,
Mhm.
he should drop a good 80 pounds. But sir, in your one meal, what are you eating? Because for
Half a
him not to be
cow.
dropping, not even half a cow, even a half a cow would serve him. But he is eating, I bet you he's eating rice, he's eating fried
Yeah.
foods, he's eating pasta. So his one, yeah, you can
Mhm.
say, oh yeah, I'm only eating one meal. But let's do the caloric intake on those meals. So that's my little rant on this, and that's the only thing about this episode that stuck out to me. Because I mean, like y'all are being ridiculous right now.
Really? So you was upset about him eating the string cheese. I was upset about him dumping the wrappers. But who does that? You know, production went and dumped all those wrappers behind that couch and up in that woman's credenza. I was not having it. He would have been expelled from my house for just blatantly being nasty. You couldn't be up in my house dropping garbage like that behind the furniture. The fuck, you are grown.
Oh,
And then I was
and in
listening
the
to,
entertainment center too.
yeah, right, in the
Don't forget the
credenza.
entertainment
Like,
center.
yes.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I don't know if you listen to my thoughts, but Poe was saying she didn't believe that scene neither. Like, I was upset because like my good housekeeper got to come in here and clean up after your bullshit. No, you're not paying for her. This is stupid. Go and put it in the garbage. She said that scene did not ring true to her because she used to sneak and hide food and eat it, but she used to hide it in her bedroom, like under the bed or in
Hmm.
tucked away in the back of the closet or something like that.
Hmm.
This man just was on the couch and was like, who
Okay.
does that if you're hiding away from eating?
Okay. So this is Poe's fault, y'all. This is Poe's fault. It's not our fault. What I'm about to say. Um, I'm glad somebody said it because I'm looking at his mama. I'm like, so you don't go behind your couch at all? You do no cleaning?
The
You
housekeeper
don't go
comes and tell her.
once a month though. I'm saying the whole month you don't go back behind the couch
You know,
or
inside there would be infested with vermin.
thank
It would
you.
be
My point.
infested with vermin.
And her house looked real clean too. I'm just
Hmm.
saying.
That
I
scene
was
did
like,
not ring true with me. Like nothing with Scott rings true with
so
me. I am
so
over
that was
him.
so remember chat that was Poe who pointed that out, right? It wasn't us. We just Debbie just brought it to us to let us know that other people was thinking what we was thinking too.
No, I was just mad at the like. If I'm paying for a housekeeper to come in here, bitch, she cleaned up after me, not you. Don't do that. Like that, like a toddler wouldn't do that. And even if they did, you would give the toddler grace. But he's grown and he's just throwing rappers on the floor and juking them in the TV. No, I'm not. And then another scene in this show that really got me, like, why are we here? Was Ashley going to the fertility expert?
Okay, so as a woman, I'm gonna let you speak on that.
Okay,
Okay, real quick.
the fert.
And the reason why
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna let Debbie speak on this because I've always had a big issue with these kind of storylines
Mm-hmm.
because of the how can I put the facts and the logic.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is similar to how I feel about Whitney and her fertility journey. But as Debbie is a woman, I'm gonna let Debbie in the chat y'all speak on this part.
But
Go ahead,
here's the
Debbie.
thing, though. Here's the thing. What episode are we on? We on 6. Best friend 6. Okay. This doctor, She went and had all of the ultrasound or whatever, and they digged up in her twat and they found her two little eggs or whatever.
It was 3.
And
Okay.
okay, whatever. You more generous than me. I thought it was a shadow, but anyway, I don't have any medical degree. Dr. Proctor was kind enough to refer her over to waste this other doctor's time. And she said, they do the ultrasound and they were in her uterus, trying to see her ovaries and her follicles. There are not a lot of follicles on the right ovary, and the left one she saw 3. Then she said, when you're obese, you can't really see them. But she's on the lower end of the spectrum from what she saw. So I guess she didn't have a high enough count, which is understandable because Ashley is 39, right? The doctor then tries to give her some information on fertility, and she tells her about the risks of being overweight, and then getting pregnant, which is high blood pressure. The extra weight affects the response to medicine, to the egg, and getting pregnant. So I guess that's with IVF if she chose to do that.
Mm-hmm.
She advises her to lose 20 to 30 pounds more. She says more of a weight loss would be beneficial to her. She says she currently has an 8 to 10% chance of getting pregnant on her own.
Woo.
She then Ashley's like, it's instant regret. Maybe she should have done what she needed to do with the first surgery. Maybe she wouldn't be here right now. The doctor says now that she's getting older, they would need to move quicker. So shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. You ate through the first procedure. You blew your chance that you paid for. So now you here, you got a revision surgery, and you're still fucking this up because you only lost 100 pounds in 1 year and want to get pregnant. Make it make sense. She don't even know what to do with a child. Like we saw that episode with her with the little cousin. She don't know what to do with a child. Look, get a dog. Get a dog or a cat. Get a lizard. The bunny rabbits stink. Get a lizard. Get a teddy bear at this point. I don't believe this storyline. I just don't. It doesn't ring true to me.
And I agree. And I agree. I'm agreeing based on the fact that her age, her current health condition. I mean, this is something you start in your early 30s. Like, I just don't like these storylines because it makes us look at the woman in a type of way, and I don't like that. So I'm just gonna leave it there. It's like whatever.
Let me see. Vanessa goes for her post-op. This was a really optimistic part of this episode. She goes to see Dr. Whiteman, sorry. She's very happy. Now, remember, this is only surgery 1. She has to go back for more surgeries. Right. But he's happy with the results, and he tells her, this looks really good. Because she said it was very, very painful after the surgery. But then within 10 days, she was feeling a bit better. And let me tell you, this woman, I find her whole journey amazing. Amazing. I'm just waiting for her to fuck it up, but I hope not. But so far, so good. He says they're still going to do the back. So the first surgery was her arms and a large abdominal part and her breasts. And then I guess the large abdominal part was Betsy May, right? he says the next step is to define her buttocks. um she's gonna have several surgeries. um she says so that she could become Beyonce, and good for her that she's keeping a sense of humor about this, because I know this cannot be easy for her. This is serious surgery, y'all. Serious surgery. um and what else did she say? um he shows her the photos of her abdomen that he removed, like Betsy May. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God. Oh my God. Um, and the arm meat that they took off of her. And it was, I think, in total, just under 40 pounds.
Right.
Can you imagine? Oh my God. He said that not only was it a huge operation, it was a huge psychological operation, because you're throwing away years of baggage. And he wants to see how much she weighs now. So she
Mm-hmm.
started off at 441.6 pounds. The last time she got on the scale, she was 220. And now she gets on the scale, she's 195.2 pounds. Congratulations, Vanessa. Awesome. Awesome. I thought it was amazing. She said that she felt like her mama and daddy were looking down on her from heaven, saying, "That's my boo boo." Um, she asked the doctor if she was cleared for sexual activity, and he says yes. Um, and she explains that she has a higher sex drive than most. So wait, who is she calling up to get serviced?
Right.
But she did say that she was putting it in and getting it down
Yeah,
when she was
440.
big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Um, we see a shopping scene with her and Scott. I loved her trying on her new clothes with her new body, but I was worried about Scott because he's planning a trip and he needs to get clothes and he can't find anything that fits him in the store.
But that's not a big and tall shop, so I don't know what he was expecting. And I remember being in that space the first time around when I was lost my weight before. But see, I understood that we had big and tall stores, and that's where I had to go. And yeah,
Mhm.
when you have to shop there, it makes you feel some sort of way. It really does. But but as a plus size person, a larger person, you understand there's not going to be too many finding for you in regular stores. So for myself, I would either order out of Big and Tall, Casual Mail, places like that, because I knew they would have stuff in my size, and they've come a long way. So for him to even go to a store like that, I mean, if he just went to shop with Vanessa to see her, one thing, but for him to go through the process of trying on clothes that you know won't fit, it does play with your mind and it does mess with you. But then again, he should know that already. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, don't put yourself in positions to where you can feel bad about yourself knowingly doing that.
But he also looking for a moment. He like Megan 2.0. I don't care anything about him. But he's organizing this trip for all of the ladies and himself, to help Tina, like, bring her out of her funk, and as a congratulations to Vanessa for successful surgery. He wants to take the girls away. um mm,
So
let's see.
let's
Do
go.
we
Let's see what
leave on the vacation yet?
this. So Layla says, I don't think Scott wanted to shove, but he wanted to support Vanessa, but she wanted to be able to get something new. Okay, okay. Let me go back to here. The lady says, I don't think Scott went there with the intention to shop for himself. He said he knew they wouldn't have his size and tried to tell Vanessa that. And Lily, I'm going to agree with you, but here's the thing: as a person of size, you in these instances, this is where you have to be very firm and forceful with your friends and family. because they're trying to be inclusive, but they're trying to include you something into something that where you don't fit. That's where you speak up and tell them, like, just and tell them point blank period. I know my size. I know what I look like. I know what I can and cannot wear. These clothes will not fit me.
Mhm.
And that's where the conversation ends. And if your friend or family member can't accept that or understand that, that's when you tell them, like, say, I appreciate what you're trying to do. I've told you what it is. You're not listening to me, and then you leave.
Mhm.
Because when you are a bigger person and you can't wear something, it makes you feel like you're a failure, and like you'll never be able to get there. And having someone trying to force something on you that won't work is demoralizing. So in those things, he needs to step up more.
Mhm.
No, little lady, I'm saying he did, but I'm just saying, as a person who's gone through this, that's where you have to tell the person emphatically that it will not work, and they still don't listen. You leave.
At the end of this a particular episode, we see Scott and his mom driving to Dr. Proctor's office. He is scared, um, but he said he knows he's been putting in the work. Okay. Um, we shall see. He goes. This is to make or break whether he gets the bariatric surgery. He was supposed to hit the original target that Dr. Proctor gave him. Correct.
Yes.
He was supposed to get down to around like 560-ish, I
Mm-hmm.
think. So he goes in. Remember last time he only lost 15 pounds. And of course they leave the episode off in a cliffhanger with what he actually weighs. So we go into episode 7. Did you want to discuss anything else in 6?
No, because that was like the main for
Mm-hmm.
me. It was the string cheese and the shopping.
Okay. So now we're in episode 7. Um, Pouty with a chance of meatballs. And the summary of this episode, we pick up with Scott at the doctor's office getting his results. Scott and everyone jump in his car to go on the trip that he's organized. Scott steals the master bedroom. That scene was amazing to me. Next, we see they're cooking dinner. Next, the gang goes on a hike. Then they go sledding. Then they go to the spa. Um, and then Scott makes dinner reservations at the wrong restaurant. And then the episode ends fighting over food. Have at it, my friend. Have at it.
Um, I mean, again, Scott's,
Mm-hmm.
you know, acting like a know-it-all, and like the chat said, with no success, and it's frustrating Tina, and
Mm-hmm.
Tina's frustrated because she knows he's cheating, but trying to tell her how she should feel and what she should do. And
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't like confrontation on anything. I'm like, are you emotionally stunted? Are you? Have you never had conflict? Do you always run away? Is that what you do? Because the way he's behaving is just like, oof. Like, either you are really this way and you're emotionally just like stalled at like 16, or you're just doing this for a
Mm-hmm.
moment.
Yeah. You're talking about at the dinner table with the meatballs,
Yes.
right?
Because to me, that was the one thing that stuck out. The house was fantastic. I do agree he should have had the master. That's all he had to say. Like, as I'm the host of the trip, I get the master. All the other rooms are up for grabs. And then at the dinner, like, just completely just being ridiculous. Ugh.
But we are dealing with a child, and not only just a child, but a child that lies. And here's why I say that. All right. So at the beginning of the episode, he's at the doctor's office. He actually lost 40 pounds. He was asked to lose 30 pounds. He lost 40 pounds because he actually started doing some work, even
Broken
though he
scale.
was cheating all along the way. Right. So then He organizes this trip. He drives everybody up there. He's annoying the shit out of them in the car. And then they get to the cabin or the house. I never seen this man move so fast in my fucking life. He jumped out of that car like the
They
Flash
said
and
they
he
said they
was
didn't know he could
gone.
run. I hollered.
Where was the chair then? That's something a child would do. Instead of doing what you just said and explain, I'm the host of this trip, so therefore I get the master bedroom. All the other rooms are up for grabs. He couldn't do that. He had to act like a child. When they're cooking dinner, he's butting in like that aggravating child, going, Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
mommy, mommy, mommy. And it was aggravating Tina. On the hike, who was carrying his chair? Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
But he started whining on the hike. Sledding. Child, I thought he was going to take out the whole mountain. That was scary. Going to the spa, annoying again. I feel he purposely made the dinner reservations at that restaurant
He did.
because
He
he
did.
wanted fried chicken, he wanted ribs, he wanted all of the things. You can't tell me that he didn't purposely, like, he didn't know that that was an all you can eat restaurant.
Right.
I don't like, he just irritated me. And I'm glad Vanessa told Megan what she told Megan. You cannot tell him, Scott, who's on the 14-day countdown of liquid diet before surgery, telling him just peel the skin off of fried chicken to eat it. You
Yes.
can't.
No. Yeah. He has food addiction issues, from what I can see. So he's not a person who can handle alternatives. You
Megan
have to
is
tell him like you can't do
enabling
him.
him. Megan is enabling him.
True.
I don't know. He at this point he is just annoying me like Megan. And no matter what I see them do or say on this show, it will be very hard for me to give them any credit. Period. I think he's like, I want to see people who are interested in making a better life for themselves and showing people in the audience what really happens with these surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Pre, during, post, like 1 year down the line. I want people who are serious and not like here for comedic or shock value. I just don't.
Agreed.
It just takes away from the people like Vanessa, who was like a real fighter, or even Tina, who's trying to get past her mental stumbling blocks. And this is hard for her. And like it's just a waste for me to watch Scott and Megan and Ashley. It
True.
is. Anything else on the episode? The sledding was
No,
kind of fun though.
it was. Okay, so me personally, I wanted to try the sledding though. I'm not gonna lie. I would try that.
I'm not doing the cold. Like I have a lot of problems with cold weather, like being in it.
I mean, I like the cold weather. I don't like the heat.
I love being near the equator.
No, ma'am.
As long as I have air conditioning. I don't know. Um, Vanessa Ashley shouldn't have been eating like that in front of them. Yeah. That was the
Agreed.
only thing. But how did they order food so quick? Like they sat down and then like the trays of food were coming out. Like that didn't make any sense. I didn't see any like okay, so we get to the restaurant, we see what's going
Editing,
on.
editing. We know it's editing. They cut
Who
all that out.
ordered that food? Who ordered that food? They couldn't have
Production.
gotten up and went to another restaurant. Like, come on now. Ashley just couldn't have been eating like that either because Ashley just
What?
shouldn't have been eating like that. Yeah, she was the first one with her fingers in the ribs, and who said pass the fried chicken? I was like, what is going on here? Tina was having a full meltdown. Tina was like, what is going on here? I just can't. I can't.
Mhm.
Like her brain was frying. She's like, I want the food, but I know I can't eat it. And I felt
Oh,
bad that her whole dinner went to haywire. Do you
and
think that
Vanessa's.
Scott messed up the meatballs though?
I don't think so. And
Oh.
Vanessa should be mindful of trying to maintain that cosmetic surgery. Absolutely, it's brand new. They didn't order the food. The lady said that it was a family style restaurant where they just bring whatever's on the menu to your table. Everybody in the restaurant gets the same thing. Got it. It was a
Ugh.
prefix. It was a family style prefix menu. Got it.
But couldn't they have said, as soon as they sat down and realized that I think we're in the wrong place?
Right.
We're in the wrong place. But why was they reaching for the fried chicken first? The fried chicken and the ribs. Like nobody went for the greens. That was
Nope.
like third option.
What do you mean third? Try eighth.
Oh my God. I don't like you, Debbie, in teens here. Wait, what? Okay, that's fine if you don't like me. I don't know. I think you could get in line because a lot of people
Family
don't like
style.
me.
Family
Family
style.
style, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just I want production to stop meddling so much in the storyline. And if they are going to meddle so much in the storyline, make it make sense.
Right.
They did say that when they looked at what was on the menu board, there it was. Yeah. If I looked up at that menu, I'd have been like, wait, what? I'm not busting out
Yeah.
my stitches for none of y'all bitches. I'm just not. I'm just not. And they came way too quick with them trays. I'm sorry.
Well,
And then the
because it was a
hands
prefix
was
meal, so
reaching,
they was throwing them out.
but the hands was digging in. I know I heard
Yeah.
somebody say pass the fried chicken.
Right.
But I'm glad that Vanessa cussed out Megan. Megan was wrong. Megan was wrong. She shouldn't have told him that. Um, he doesn't cry. He fake cries. Never a tear comes. Thank you. Cause I didn't see no like he's what's your name? Robin.
I'm about to say that he been taking lessons from Robin.
Not one tear, but he'd be stomping his foot and throwing himself around like a toddler. Can't take him. That was
Well,
Ashley
yeah,
that said pass the fried chicken. She
because
shouldn't have been asking for that neither.
but she said no, but she said you know what she's been doing well and that she's on vacation, so she can eat what she wants.
And that's why she's like 100 pounds down after more than a year. And don't tell me that Megan is 280. Don't tell me Megan is 280. Y'all
She's two
lied to
ninety.
her.
No,
She's
they said she's
290.
two. Yeah, she's 290.
290. Okay. I'll give her 290. Because when she showed up and she had on like the short dress and you saw the saddlebags, I was like, oh, she's saying that's lymphedema. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anywho, I got nothing else for these episodes.
That was it.
That was it.
That was all. It was a good dinner, but not for them. Um, Debbie, it's very cold here.
Oh, that's what she was saying. She said she's mad at you for being in the heat
Oh,
while she in
okay.
the cold. She's always in the teens.
I was like, what did I do to Auntie? I was like, okay, get in line. Like, there's lots of people who hate me in the comments, so it's okay. But now I got you. I'm sending you some sunshine. I'm sending you some sunshine. Okay? It won't do anything, but I'm meaning it from my heart. I hope you stay warm. Have a hot toddy. I think I might have one this evening. It's been one of those weeks, and today it's just been one of those days. Um, they could have had the ribs because they were baked. But did they have a dry rub or wet sauce on them? I think they was
I
wet, wasn't they?
I didn't see sauce, but I wasn't paying attention. I was too focused on the fried chicken, see who was grabbing.
I don't know. I only got a quick glimpse of the ribs, but I couldn't tell whether they was wet or dry. Was it just me, or why did Vanessa say that Scott could eat the ribs but not the fried chicken? He doesn't need either one of them. Well, maybe because the ribs were baked.
Right, the ribs were baked, and there's no sauce. They're not the best because they're pork ribs,
Mhm.
but they're still better than the fried chicken.
And he does need like some, if this is his one meal, he needs like a protein, and he could have that with the greens. That I know I saw like I think it was collard greens on the table. He could have had that. And
Right.
there had to have been some sort of salad there.
Yeah. Oh, they had salt. They had sauce. The ribs did have sauce on them. Okay.
They had sauce. Well, they could
They
have
can have.
scraped that off.
They really could. Yeah.
Chicken cutlets. They had chicken cutlets.
Ooh.
I ain't see no cutlets. God, I don't know. That whole meal to me, even the greens, if they had like salt meat in there, not what do y'all call it? Ham hocks? I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what y'all call it. Like if they had ham hocks in that, I don't think that would have been good because that would have been high in sodium. Uh, I would have gotten up and left. Did Tina eat
Agreed.
anything?
I didn't see her eat anything. She was panicking.
She was. Hmm.
Oh, Tina
Tina
said she
said,
would eat the collard greens and butter
and the
beans.
butter beans. Yes, they had butter beans. She couldn't have anything else on the table. But I hate where you live. Don't hate where I live because it's where I live. I'm absorbing the vitamin D for you, Auntie. I am. Not really, because I don't even go outside unless I have to. And that's for my job. And to go to Costco's, which I'll be going back this weekend, y'all. I'll be going back this weekend. Oh my God. Costco's brought out all the Christmas goodies, but the Christmas goodies are now on sale.
Yes.
So we need to go and snap it up, snap it up, snap it up. Like I'm even decorating. No, I'm not. That's what I was thinking about. The ribs and the ham hock salt. Yeah. Yeah. That whole table was full of salt and grease
Mm-hmm.
and
Oof.
fat.
And sugar. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, guys, thank you for putting up with us yesterday and today. We really appreciate it. We've kept you here too long. It's 2 solid hours, y'all. But we did it. We made it through 6 episodes today. Champion. This is a record for us, Jamal.
Yeah. Never again.
Never again, but I'm sure that
Never
we'll
again.
fall behind again. I'm sure. Because as you know, Jamal and I both work. We have I've had a bit more crazier schedule than usual,
Mm-hmm.
but I did look at 2025's travel schedule. Right now, I might have January, February off, but I heard my boss saying some shit about today that might change, and I kind of blacked out. So I don't know. I don't know what she said.
Oh my goodness.
Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful weekend. Jamal, have an amazing weekend. Tell your
You
mama said
too.
hi. The
I
whole
will.
tribe says hi. Um, Join us back here next Thursday and Friday. Yes, we will be here, Jamal, Thursday and Friday to
Right.
talk about these stupid trash box shows. Was here listening, just started watching the show. Oh, well, I hope it doesn't disappoint Scotland. I hope. Um, when this guy's actually going to get his surgery next week. I think he is. I think he's going to get it because in the promotional pictures, he looks skinnier. I
Right.
think he's going to get it. But let's see if he eats through it. As long as it's not snowing, Auntie, I can handle the cold. I can't handle the cold. I'm going to tell y'all that now. I have been near the equator or in close proximity to it for most of my life. My blood is thin. It doesn't agree with me. Then when you add in snow, sleet, all that, no. Mm-mm. No. It doesn't work. So guys, have a great weekend. Can't be as bad as MILF Manor. No, it isn't. It's better. Because it doesn't factor in that mother, daughter, son, father thing. No. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. And I've been enjoying Best Friends this season. I've said that. I've been enjoying it. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Don't forget to give us thumbs up, please. We appreciate it. Love you guys always. Can't wait to see your comments. Until next time, Jamal.
Of course.
Bye.